afternoon. Yeah, I'm gonna be depressed on this video, but I respect what depression is, and that's not what I'm looking to do to show my depression and in all of its ugliness. I'm genuinely looking for a recalibration. So in other words, speaking to myself, what's led to this depression, and figuring out any possible avenues forwards. Sorry, my voice is like extra bassy today, and it's just annoying. It's like my ears, my autism. I'm very, very sensitive, and my voice has, I cut out my voice box. My voice is offending me, but that's really nothing in comparison to what I've got as a problem. And it's the debilitating effects of what would come under the category of my mental health. But that's as much as I'm going to touch on it being my mental health, because it's not going to do me any good to keep putting forward a lie in this video. So I'm going to speak on the level as to how I truly perceive the situation. There's a consciousness awakening happening around the planet, and it's secret. So on the outside everything looks like the normal world, but if you look, well, not if you look a bit deeper, but at the right time, in our own specific ways, we are awoken to that. And ultimately, whatever takes place within that awakening is my belief that somebody's giving me a hard time through a spiritual interaction. I'm offended because I don't sleep, and I keep getting forced to sleep, like I've got sleep apnea or something. And in addition to that, I don't dream. I'm sensitive to dreams, and I can feel dreams. And it feels like I've got somebody violating a very vulnerable part of myself with mind control, essentially instigating dreams. This is where I've been living since I was a teenager. Spirituality and dreams, and really sensitive and analysing all of this stuff. So I'm happy to say I trust in my decision as the correct perception of the situation. I know it might be hard for others to believe, that's what I'm trying to get at. But ultimately, I don't have any friends, any allies, anybody on my side in this world, anybody I love, anybody I trust. And yet, somebody's taken it upon themselves that they have authority over me. And at the bare minimum, they're putting mind control into my head with dreams. That's what dreams are. And I don't take any notice of them, but I'm aware of what's going on. And I want them to stop. I can't deal with it. But ultimately, I've got a very pressured life with my mental health and with being alone and physical health problems and the problems we all share in terms of society. Oh, and I've got the Secret Services knocking on my door. Not literally, but in an indirect way that I feel their presence in my life. I don't know their intentions. They're seeming like the bad guy at the moment. They're meant to be the good guys. But then again, it could be a rogue organisation somewhere in the world. It could be aliens. It could be a cold information war that we're currently experiencing. Or it could be someone like that works with the Secret Services, like Edward Snowden, that I've managed to piss off because, well, my face is can easily offend people. And maybe I've just pissed off a secret agent like Edward Snowden, and he's made it his hobby to use the technology he has access to ruin my life. Who knows? The likelihood is it's one of those four options. But with my life, I told you just now what consists of my life. So try and imagine dealing with all those things and knowing what health is and knowing that health is the answer. And instigating a very simplistic plan to get around my health challenges, start making an inroad. And essentially there's somebody from the collective psychosis, the secret awakening, that's just making my life miserable. It's stopping me implementing that really, really basic health regime so I can improve my circumstances. In any way, I don't have a chance otherwise. Otherwise, I'm just living life on a whim. I have no control, I have no freedom, I am constantly constantly in a position where I'll be able to be beaten at any point. And I can't live like that. I need to have some ability to know that, right, what if I do this, that, and another, I should be okay going to a shop. If I do this, that, and another, I should be okay going about my day. And really and truly, it's been months now, and the extent that somebody is willing to go to stop me implementing that really, really basic strategy for health is sickening. So there's a secret consciousness awakening happening, that people are resorting to really, really malicious means, you would say, to teach, to help grow. But if that's the means you're using to help me, teach me and help me grow, well, I've got no idea where the top is. Maybe my idea of an airy-fairy spiritual world, Atlantis-like, isn't where it's at. And it really points to that. So I don't know where spirituality goes, and I stay grounded in this reality. And I look at my life and I think, again, the same thing. I need to implement that health strategy. I need to be real with my physical body in my life, the world. So I'm on a merry-go-round of insanity. Who else talks about who else dares to express the sickness of spirituality? And obviously there's something wrong with spirituality, because it's so removed and devoid in this world, where we have come from Atlantis. We are spiritual beings. At the bare minimum, we've experienced a very, very spiritual past. And it's not here in this world. Any spirituality is a bit wishy-washy, watered down, or corrupted on some level. And I'm exhausted with it. I'm exhausted with the beating I'm receiving. And chances are it's my sister. Chances are it's my family. So I have no love in this world. And my eyes are causing me agony in the present moment, because my physical body's been changing through whatever's been taking place. My physical body is taking a beating through what you would describe as psychic interference. doesn't feel nice. But I have no choice, you know. Being real to this world, I have to get up and carry on. And I'm just out of options right this moment. So what sticks is this basic health strategy. I don't see another option but to implement this basic health strategy for my life. Otherwise things will get worse. Sorry, I'm just recapping my life in my mind to try to see anything to discuss, to see if there's a option to make a change with, an option to an option for a way forward. And I'm not being allowed to think, so I'm just going to speak. Nobody's going to watch me depressed like this anyway, so I've got nothing to lose. Ultimately, reading the works of Carlos Castaneda and the ordeal that Carlos was put through at the hand of Don Juan, the ultimate point to Carlos Castaneda's books and the process that he was put through was to find his own personal freedom. And that's what I'm sure we've all been put through in our own awakening to this collective psychosis, secret awakening that's happening. And I think that's why I'm seeking to connect with people at the moment, because I'm realizing how much I'm alone in this world and how much I hate people as a result of my life and as a result of the psychic torture I'm being put through. I've really keep coming to the same place, that there's no love for humanity in this reality. But using the awareness that I have, I'm aware that the planet is going through a very difficult time, and the human race is being challenged on untold levels. And chances are it's needed, chances are it's appropriate. It's a very, very wishy-washy idea when I'm living in the present moment. It's not something you can really use to give you any strength. But ultimately, that's it, you know. And I live on a planet with 8 billion other people. And I need to find a way to interact with people, because happiness is best shared. And I don't expect happiness, but by sharing, I do believe there's good to come from it if I can find the right means of interaction. So I'm going to try and see if I can find some groups or whatever online where I don't have to go and see people in person. In the first instance, it's all going to be from a distance. I mean, honestly, all that's coming to mind is I've just been here so many times. got to not catch my breath, so to speak, because I'm never going to catch my breath with this. But just absorb as much of the malicious energy towards me as possible, accept it, and get up again and carry on. I think I'm being asked to really see how much of a slave I am, we are. But really experience it on a personal level. And wait for the collective psychosis to stop being so insane. What else is someone going to do? I've got no real want for anything. The only thing I know is survival at this place. You know, survival, just be warm where possible, function on a daily basis, make sure I've got sufficient funds to purchase my food and everything else. Because in honesty, I'm not going to get my health back to an extent that I've experienced it in the past. Ultimately, when I had more money before, I was able to structure a life that was a lot healthier. You know, I could order aloe vera juice and supplements and all of that whenever I needed it, and it really, really did help my body. But now I find myself back in a place where I'm on benefits, on the breadline at the moment. With the benefits I'm entitled to, there should be some life, but I just need to find some grounding first to, sorry, it's going to take a little bit of a transition. As I said, I'm coming from a place where I had my dad's inheritance that's gone now. And I don't have the same financial means. So until I can get readjusted to benefits, it's going to be a challenge. The sickness is unparalleled right now. I can't deal with my physical body, you know. It's like I can feel my body changing, my arms, my legs, and it's just, I'm in constant pain. So, I might just have to be depressed today a little bit more. Just sit and stare at the wall, and when the pain gets too much, lie down for 5 minutes and get back and sit in this chair. I can't get up, you know. My sister is just too spiritually insane, willing to beat me to untold levels. The perspective of, it's like looking at the world from a specific perspective level, thinking about it from the perspective of our own physical bodies, and feeling with all the things that are happening with my physical body, my perception is changing, like it's coming to my head rather than from being a bodily vision of the world. And I can't operate like this, man. It's like my eyes are constantly looking at the floor. And every time I try to look up, I keep getting a whack at the back of the head to make me look down. As I understand it, that's the role of the uncle in the family. But my uncle is dead. So it's probably my other uncle doing his part. So as I said, there's no love, not when your family are killing you. And what you knew of your family as a child was love. Just goes to show you the seriousness and sickness of the world at the moment. To say that your family are willing to put you through untold hell out of love. So the pain is just unspeakable. I need to scream. I can't deal with the pressure in my body. My vision is driving me insane, The pressure in my body is insane. I just need to smash up my boat. I need to scream. I need to... I can't live like this. It's just like there's no option. And I can't believe that the rest of the Secret Awakening collective psychosis has it worse. There are people in the world that have it a lot worse than me, but in terms of being here in the first world in the UK and having luxuries around us that people are all too happy to partake in, that their lives are worse. So I guess this is me asking the collective psychosis, maybe it's time for me to die in the same way you've all died. I'd please like to be put in a place where I can enjoy the sickness that surrounds us, because, well, it's just too cold where I am. There's no point in spiritually killing yourself because you've got morals and you've got ideas when you're suffering. Just take a my eyes are absolutely killing me. I'm sorry, this is not acceptable. I've got so much pain in me that my mental health is trying to turn it into anger and rage at the moment. But I'm depressed because of life. I've been angry before and it's got nowhere. I can't. The darkness, it's the darkness of whoever it is, my sister, my uncle. You put them in a place where there's no oxygen. Congratulations, I can't function. And that's it. Happy Saturday, everybody. Enjoy the fucking sickness, because it could always be worse.